my background, bitch. I've been popping out like poppin' bitch. I've been stepping in, just stepping, I can't take your shit. Press a monster on a road. When I smoke, I outside, it's fucking cutty. Watch your back, speeding fast, I lay on love. Come here, Ricky, I'm showing no fear. I'm here, top behind, she's still my love. Call me up, I took up a stop. I'm finna get up, I'm finna mount. Making this money, I'm not in the shop. Making this money, I'm not. It feel better now. It feel better now. It feel better now.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, let's get to it. So I always start these off by saying how we met, and I think that's the only time now we've seen each other once after, but we only met that one time at First Friday. And I remember you were just going around and just introducing yourself to everyone. And you also said you were 19?
21.
21?
Yeah, I'm 21. I know, I look younger, but I'm 21.
Still, 21, and you travel a lot, and I just thought it was interesting how you're going around and like networking with everyone, and I don't know, I thought it was a cool vibe. You guys came and you said you did photography and videography?
So we also make clothes on the sides. We kind of dive into any and everything, just versatile with everything. Anything that's creative in that box, we kind of just put our hands on that.
Yeah.
And we just kind of put it together. So like, basically, I kind of got like my team of friends. They might skateboard over here. They make clothes, photography over here, make music. But we all kind of come together and put it as one as a team. So that's kind of how we, with my videos and stuff. That's how we work off of each other, really.
So what is your team? So
my team consists of me, my homeboy Lee, Pluto, Jay, Jose, skaters that we just meet. Pretty much just friends, and then also, people we meet. So young creatives that's want to come up and work or need an opportunity, we just bring them aboard, really. Anybody that has like good vibes and stuff, we just be like, you want to work? And if they're down, we just go ahead and do it. Oh yeah, and also my homeboy 101, we're working on some stuff right now. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be fire. We've been quiet about it, but we just wanna pop out with it. So yeah.
This is where we keep all the goodies right here.
Wait, are these bullets right here?
Oh yeah, this the Glocky bag.
Oh, that shit's hard. Where you buying this shit at?
I think it was like a Halloween store, and I was like, damn, this shit hard. I could make it into a bag.
So I'm interested too, like with this team, where did you find them? Because I know you're in Vegas. Yes. So did you find them only in Vegas, or is your team from everywhere?
No, they're only from Vegas. I had moved down here in 2015. So I think that was my 7th grade year, I think. Middle school, and from here we went to middle school and then went to high school. And from high school, I'm not gonna lie, I always been like a quiet person, kind of like introverted, really like shy though. Like back in the day, I did not talk until I went to like middle school and high school. I started introducing myself and started to feel more confident about like what I was doing, what I was saying. So I met my homeboy Lee in high school. We went to high school together, and then through Lee, I met Pluto because he was like, he knows somebody that does videos. Met him, and then Jay, everybody else. Oh yeah, Caleb 101 too. Met him in high school. So like most of them I met in high school. The rest of them we kind of veered out and just was meeting people. So
and this high school was where?
Desert Oasis High School.
That's Vegas.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So where are you born?
Okay, I was born in a small town, Vancouver, Washington. So it's kind of like, you know how New York and New Jersey is, where it's like a bridge where you can go back and forth?
Yeah. That's
how it is with Washington and Portland.
Okay.
So Vancouver and Portland, really. So I was born there, raised in Portland, Oregon, and then
that's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, Portland, Oregon, it was beautiful. No shade on my city or anything, but it just had its problems, and my mom wasn't going for it. So she kind of wanted us to venture off and get us away from that, which now going back and seeing, I kind of appreciate it more because it got very, bad. So yeah, Portland, Oregon is where I came from, and we just stayed out here ever since, really. And then now that I'm 21, I just decided to like travel everywhere from like Houston, Portland, California, Mississippi, somewhere, everywhere really. But that might be just me being a Sagittarius too.
Hey, me too. Okay. Wait, what's your birthday?
December 17th.
Okay. Yeah. I'm a November Sag, but period, bro. So, when you travel, like, where do you, like, are you going for work? Are you going to vacation?
When I travel, usually most of the time I'm going to like vacation, but I always end up meeting somebody and working with them. So like, it kind of is like, I don't know, it's like an adventure, but it always works out in like, cause I moved back to Portland. I just went there really to work and stack up money. Next thing you know, I'm meeting people and like, hey, you networking and stuff, and just basically getting my hands wet and everywhere, just meeting and enjoying the moment. I don't really like to be in one place for too long, but I always come back if I feel comfortable. But it's just like, I like to see the world. I really want to go out the country soon. That's the plan right
Where would
there.
you want to go first?
I don't know if it sounds cliche or anything, but somewhere where I have to go see Africa. I have, African friends from like East Africa, West Africa, and had conversations with them, and they told me like Africa is like beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, the way they portray it on TV and stuff is not how it's like down there. You go there, you're gonna actually enjoy yourself, enjoy family, enjoy the ambience of the nature, animals. So I was like, you know what, go back home and see how that's like. And then second is like Brazil.
Brazil?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know they'd be partying down there, so I was like, that would be nice. To spend like a month or two, maybe even live down there. I know it sounded like high up, but that's what I'm trying to get to.
No, please do. Like, if you're already traveling all the time, like, is there like a state in this country that you haven't been to yet that you want to go to?
Yes, there is. The main one is New York.
Yeah.
That's the only place I haven't been, and I'm surprised. But I'm gonna get there. I'm already
there.
there.
It's gonna happen.
But I did traveled out the whole West Coast area, whole South, and East Coast is up next. So like Chicago, New York. I'm trying to hit there too.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So like, how do you like have the means to travel so much? And like, is like your main thing? Are you just a full-time creative?
No, I'm not a full-time creative. I do kind of have like, I would say like two sides to me.
Yeah.
I'm not a Gemini, but basically, I like to be on the creative side a lot more. But also, I know like there's things I need to get done and stuff. So I kind of like, I always been kind of mature in a way when it comes to like handling business. So like that comes first more than anything. But if I can like kind of put them together and like still be able to take care of what I gotta do and then travel and create, that's a win-win to me.
Yeah.
So lately I just been kind of like ducked off when like trying to get settled. So just got my apartment.
Congratulations.
Go to community college for computer networking.
Okay.
And then basically that, and then I'm out here because I'm back to my creative side. So that's pretty much how it works for me.
That's so awesome, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
That's big. So what do you consider yourself? Like, are you a photographer, videographer? I don't know. You feel me? Like, what is your main passion? You probably do a bunch of stuff, but...
I do a bunch of stuff, and to be honest, I can't really, like, put it in one. So, like, lately, I've been liking the word visionary because, like, honestly, I can visualize and create in any path I take. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why I'd like to be called, just a creative, visionary person. So, like, if I do switch up one day and want to, like I said, I'm taking computer classes, want to do something with that, I probably would, like, create a video game or whatever.
That's so
like,
cool. Hell
whatever
yeah.
I put my hands on, I'm kind of, like, there. So I call it, I like to just be called a visionary, really.
Okay, so let's take it further. So if you're a visionary, like, what does that mean? Like, what does that all include together?
That includes everything I love to do, and then also taking it up a notch.
But like specifically what? Like what does that look like?
What does that look like?
Like what is like a a day where you working all day? What does that look like?
Okay, that's waking up at because by the time when I met you at first Tuesday, I mean
First Friday.
First Friday.
Yeah.
Yes. We used to wake up literally 7 a.m. in the morning and don't get home until 3 a.m. So
wow.
like, we'll wake up 7 a.m., go to the desert, go pick up the homies, bus, whatever we got to do, get the brain going, like, brainstorm on ideas and stuff, and then get to creating, go eat or something, and then, okay, is there an event somewhere? Can we network somewhere? And then we'll go there and network, sell ourselves, promote ourselves, our brand, go back to the house or whatever, or maybe go to the bar and strip, whatever, have a little fun, go back to the house and literally edit the whole night, restart again. So that's really how it goes. Even if it's like I'm getting off from work or whatever, as soon as I get off of work, all right, let's do this, let's do that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like nonstop. Like literally, we did not sleep, but it was worth it.
Yeah.
And then it was a time where like we were working so much, I was just putting everything out to basically like set a stone. Like, hey, this is what I do. And then that's when I was like, okay, now that I did that, I can sit back and get settled real quick and brainstorm and new ideas and then come out with it. So, yeah.
That's crazy. Where do you find like? Well, first I want to say like, where do you find your motivation? Like, why do you do that? You know, like why do you wake up at 7, work till 3? Like, is there like a goal y'all have in mind?
There is a goal, and then there's also like, to every goal and every successful person or anybody that's trying to win is a drive. So me waking up and getting it done, it's like I want to do this because I know it will pay off in the end, and I know if I keep going and staying consistent with it, it's going to pay off. So that's what really works for me, is just knowing that in the end it's going to pay off, and people are going to appreciate my work one day, or appreciate it now.
Yeah. So, yeah. I'm curious to know, like, does your group have a name?
We do not have a
name. Man, y'all gotta get that name, man.
We do not have a name, to be honest. And it's funny, too, because we honestly create, like, group chats, and, like, we'll change up the group chat name depending on, like, how we're feeling.
Yeah.
So it's funny, we don't have a... Matter of fact, we need a name, honestly.
Y'all need to get a name. Y'all could be, like, ASAP out here.
Yeah, we could, honestly. We really could. And then, speaking of the group, we're kind of trying to take it farther, so we're kind of trying to dive into actual, like, businesses for, like, stores. So, like, I just now started with, like, drop shipping and stuff.
Okay, cool.
So I'm trying to see how that goes. So it's like, okay, if I can expand this business and stuff, then I can get my hands on the next one and know, like, what to do and expand. But as I'm doing it, I want to use my brand with it, So that's pretty much, like, I wouldn't mind open up a smoke shop and have my name on it, t-shirt, skate, whatever it is, like, so I'm interested in that too. We're interested in, like, getting venues and throwing, I'm not gonna lie, we want to start something that's, like, Rolling Loud.
Yeah,
that's what
please
do.
Yeah, please do.
Like a new festival, and it would be perfect to do it in Vegas. It's just like, I know they have Day in Vegas, but, like, another one too.
Yeah.
But, if they can take it further and big, we can too,
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's hella cool. Who came up with that idea? Rolling Loud? That's a big one.
Oh yeah, they started off as like just throwing like house parties.
Okay.
And then it just got bigger.
That's
bigger,
crazy.
really.
No way, house parties, yo?
Yeah, it started off as that, just like little parties, and then words gets out. Next thing you know, like, artists and like, popular people want to work, and then once you get that brand of a person to promote you, you're up.
Yeah.
So.
Whew, that's pretty.
Yo.
Yeah, that's
when you get done with that shit, I'm gonna have to buy it because Scarface is my favorite.
I know you probably were doing. Wait, when did you actually start being creative first?
Oh, this is started since childhood. I used to draw a lot.
Okay.
And, well, I still am super good. It's been a while, but I used to draw, like, portraits. Anything, like, that, out there, just draw it and, like, I used to make comic books. I used to read a lot. I'm not gonna lie, this is funny. Well, it's not funny, but like to the person I am right now, I grew up in a Muslim family.
Wow.
So we learn in, well, they're Sunni Muslim now, but they grew up in like the Nation of Islam. So, you know, Muhammad, Ali.
Yep.
I mean, you know, just people like that, Malcolm X, Elijah Muhammad.
Yep.
We know all about them. So during childhood, we had that creative side, and we had to be disciplined with like books. So they used to make us read books, write essays to it, promote it, or not promote it, sorry, read it out loud, and
Yep.
just like things of that nature. And then also have a creative side. My grandma, she was an artist too, and she was also like a great dancer. So she used to put on plays, write plays, and my mom and uncles or whatever would be involved with it. So we kind of get that from her. So I started, you know, younger, and then I used to always look up to Michael Jackson. I was just
Hell yeah. You had to, man. You had to.
Everybody had to, and then
Yeah.
everybody.
You ever dance like Michael? You ever dance?
Yeah, I'm actually a dancer too. Yeah.
Okay. Hell yeah.
So I used to be in just programs like drama class, dance program, art program, all of that stuff, and just kept it going. Really.
Man, I gotta see you in the middle at Tuesday Blame one of these days.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, it's just like I would, but I'd just be more like I said, I'm naturally like a shy, reserved person.
Yeah.
So it's like if it was like, you know, a performance or something, like, all right, let's go.
Okay.
But like to actually get out there, I'd be all shy about it. So I'm not
You're
gonna
sweet.
lie.
So okay, you've been creative since you were younger, but did you always have like entrepreneurship in mind? Like, how did that happen? Like, just having multiple things happening at once.
So that started probably in middle school. I used to paint shoes, you know, customize shoes and like sell them. So like back in like middle school, I used to do it for like $30. Start off small, customize the shoes, sell them, and then also used to sell like little T-shirts. So that didn't really come to like the end of like middle school, early high school.
Middle school.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, cause
what?
my favorite like app to be on is like, people might think Instagram or like TikTok or whatever, but it's really YouTube. I'm on YouTube 24/7. I'll go open my Instagram post or whatever and then log right off and go right to YouTube. Anything is on YouTube. It's like a time machine. You can see everything. You can learn anything. It's just no excuse. So anything like I want to know, I just go research and just take notes of it on my notebook, and I just be like, okay, this is what I do, so I'm gonna try it. So.
Okay, and did this come from like, is your family creative and business people? Like, how does that happen?
Yeah, that's where it comes from.
Okay, cool. Hell yeah.
My dad was a rapper. He was gonna be very big, you know, based on his choices in life. You know, obviously that didn't go float, but his talents, you know, passed on to like us. Grandma, she was, you know, writing scripts, dancing artist, came from her. Business savvy side also came from my grandma too. My great grandma used to own homes. You know, she was in real estate. My aunt does real estate, so it's kind of a mix of like everything in one. But it was always based on like, okay, who can take it far, you know? Because like they had, you know, my dad was rapping and my grandma was doing this, but it's like they kind of stopped it in order to like, okay, family, da da da. But now I want to be the one to take it far.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take the talents, but I'm also like actually do something with it, rather than, I know like people be like, well, you consider, you know, doing this or that, when I know in my heart like this is what I want to do and I know how far I can take it.
Yeah. So was your family like scared at all when you wanted to do that?
They weren't scared. They were like, they always encouraged it, but also had like but you know, maybe you should that. And I feel like every parents or everybody that like usually cares for you kind of put that, because they kind of project how they like feel or like what they experience onto you in order to protect you. But at the same time, I feel like pushing somebody and telling somebody to actually do it is gonna work just as much.
Yes.
Because we go back to, you know, my favorite artist, Michael Jackson. His dad pushed him. Rather, it's like in the way he did it or another way, he still got them to, you know, in order to do that, he encouraged them in a way, you know, practice every day, so it's like, that probably would have helped even more, because I would have been more, it took me a minute to get confident in my, like, creativity.
Really?
You know? I was always creative, but I was always, like, not so sure about it, like, oh, I don't know if that was good or not, or I don't know if that, but now it took, like, me being older, me being 21, going through experiences, I kind of got more confident in, like, my thing, and I feel like it's the best way, too, because it comes from me, nobody else.
Yeah. And I think, like, you found your tribe.
Yeah.
You got your group. Yeah, I feel like when you get your group, did you feel more confident when you got your group?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, y'all roll together.
Yes.
So I know you was naming a lot of people. Like, how
Mhm.
many of y'all?
Oh,
Just so I can see it visually.
I think it's about, at most, 7 people.
Wow.
Yeah, 7 people. So we all work together. Yeah, I've been excited. It's been great working with them because, like, learning. Yeah. We all learn from each other. We all put confidence into each other. We all build each other up, you know. That's what I try to do, you know, build my team, because it's like, you know, if I'm feeling great, I need you to feel great. You know? We all need to be in the same frequency and the same energy at the same time when creating.
Yeah. So I'm curious to know, like, is there, like, are you guys all around the same age?
Yeah, we are. It's youngest is what, 19 to 21. No, 19 to 23. There you go.
Wow.
So yeah, that's what it stems. Yeah, so we're all about the same age group.
Yeah.
Youngin.
I guess let's talk about, like, are they here in Vegas? Do they also travel a lot?
Yes, they're here in Vegas, and I'm not gonna lie, not to boost my ego, but since I moved to Houston, everybody want to move to Houston now, which I want them to come though, because Houston is always like a good place too. This is like our home, because we all met here and stuff, so like we can always come back to Vegas, but what we really want to do, like, really is expand. So if you go to Houston and work there and expand,
yeah, you're doing your thing there,
just, you know,
okay,
one place is not, like, never enough. It's always other places, other people to get you to, and networking.
I want to talk about that because you just told me that you settled in Houston.
Yeah.
So what brought you to Houston, and what brought you there, and why Houston, I guess? Yeah. Like, why were you got there and you're like, nah, I want to live here.
So basically, love Vegas to a certain extent. You know, I'm not gonna lie, it's good down here to, like, network and, like, find creative and stuff, but the city as a whole, let's not lie, it's called Sin City for a reason. And you get some shady people down here, and there's some shit, I'm not gonna lie. So, like, it's like, like,
I feel like you've been through some shit.
Yeah, living here, I've been through some shit, and it's like, whoa, like, you know, even back home ain't always the best, you know, but at least it's like, I'm not going to say you don't meet genuine people here, because I met people like you, and, you know, but it's a lot of shady people here, and there's a lot of shady business, so I was never really comfortable with that. So I used to have friends that, like, oh, bro, I'll die for you and this and that, but they be, you know, using you and some more, so I kind of got tired of it and tired of that lifestyle. So I was like, you know, I need another place to live, because it was a certain point where I was unhappy here, when it was just like, man, it's the same shit going on. We do the same shit, you know? And then I went to Houston. So the thing about Houston is, we used to live there when I was younger. My mom was young when she actually had me. She had me at 17. So, like I said, she was tired of the Portland life and trying to, you know, find somewhere to build and provide for her kids. So she had moved to Houston. We lived there for about maybe 2-3 years or so. Moved back and forth, and then we finally settled here in Vegas. This is where she wanted to be. So, yeah, after high school, I was just not fucking with it anymore. And then I visited back to Houston, and my aunt is down there, and she just showed me, like, you know, she kind of put life, like, back into me, where it's like, there's hope, like, you can be doing this, you know, start fresh over here, and we can get you, like, settled and good. And I'm not gonna lie, she did her shit, because I've been out there only for 3 months, car, apartment, you know. I didn't do that all by myself.
Yeah.
She was the one who was pushed, like, every day, like, wake up, let's do this. Go on computer,
Wow,
see
that's
what
love.
school, like, yeah, discipline me, and it worked out. So I like Houston. I'm still kind of getting used to it, still trying to meet people and stuff, but that's how I got there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you still come back here for what reason? Like,
I come back here because, well, I like to vacation. Even though I don't like to live here, you know, coming to visit and then leaving is, like, satisfying
perfect.
for me.
Yeah.
But I also come here to, like, get work done, too. So it's just, like, letting my homies know, like, basically, like, yeah, I left and stuff. I'm getting settled, but I ain't forget about y'all. We still about to work and we still about to get stuff done. So, yeah, that's why I come out here, because it's like, we still working. We still a tribe.
When you told your group that you're like, I'm going to move to Houston, like, how was that?
Well, honestly, I got a lot of, like, positive, like, bro, I'm trying to go there, too.
Oh,
like,
that's what you said was copying you?
Yeah, that's what, like, I'm trying to get down there, too, because I'm not going to lie, Houston is already big and stuff like that, too, but it's kind of taking off. I'm not going to lie. I'm trying to be in the mix while I, like, take off. I know Vegas is already, you know, made its imprint and stuff. They got stuff going on.
You think so?
Here.
So you think it's like, Houston is just getting up and Vegas already been?
Well, not necessarily, but I feel like more people are taking notice of Houston. You know,
yeah. I feel you on that. Yeah.
What they used to. So, like, a lot of people used to be like California, Vegas, but, like, Houston is starting to get recognition. Like, yeah, that's the spot right there. So, yeah. And then also, like, the hospitality down there, like the hello, how you doing? Down here, you don't get that shit. You get, man, get the fuck out of my way. All this shit. What's up? Fights. Like, you do not get that shit down here. You get crackheads following you.
Where you been at, man? Living here, bruh. That is so funny.
I took a video to send to you, and I didn't send it to you. But it was like one like perfect ass stick shot. I was like, Jose would be proud as fuck.
Aww.
See, you know what I'm talking about? The flat fell. But once you like put it underneath, and then you can sew it again, so it's like harder and thicker and straight.
When I do it, I'm just like I do it like this. Do it right here.
Then it'll just still be the flat fell, right?
Yeah.
You give it the look of it.
Yeah, basically. Like I just do it. Like,
you also mentioned when you moved to Houston, you're like, but I've been to Vegas and Cali and da 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 da. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
So are you at all? I know it's not gonna ever be like the group that you're in right now because you've known them for a long time, but like, do you kind of like, are you seeking something like that, just finding other people to like connect with in that way?
Yeah, I'm trying to find other people. So, like, before I went to Vegas, we were in the, like, group chat, and we're basically talking, like, you know, about Houston and stuff. And I told him, like, hey, I'm going to come to Houston, but what I'm going to do down here is, like, make sure we're set when everybody comes down here that we got people we can work with and we got people we can network with. So, since I've been down there, I've been talking to, like, photographers. We went to a Houston Rockets game, and in, like, the VIP section, I met a photographer there. I met a marketer there. So I'm just like, yo, I'm meeting people down here. So, like, when y'all come down here, we got people to work with.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much.
So like, even if you would bring your group somewhere else to work with, man, that's love.
Yeah, I told everybody they can stay in my 1-bedroom apartment.
That's
so
so
like 7 of us, but
yeah.
Just looking out, because honestly, it's like, not to boost any ego or nothing, but I'm a very, like, loyal person when it comes to, like, if I really rock with you, I'm gonna make sure you're straight, and we're gonna build and win all together.
Yeah.
So.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Was that, like, do you have, like, siblings? Like, is your family, like, tight like that? Like, where'd you get that from?
I just got it because I think that's just naturally how I am.
Yeah.
Family-wise, you know how families are. It's just, like, families be bullshit sometimes, but you love them because, like, that's your family. But I've kind of just always been like that. So it's like I just always had love in my heart, really. Mm-hmm. So it's just like always want to see people win, and like if I'm doing good, I want to see you do good too. You know. So kind of like, I guess it comes from like empathy too. Yeah. Like a lot of it.
So, were you doing this, like, on your own early? Meaning, like, did you, like, move out early? Like...
Yeah, so basically, not gonna lie, we used to get kicked out. So
Yeah.
I was like, damn. But getting kicked out in Vegas is like, bro, I don't know, nobody fucking here. And like, Vegas is a fast city, so like, it's like, gotta be safe, So I always had like homies that was like, oh yeah, come here and this and that. But the homies that did say like, come here, we'd be like I said, up early in the morning, like, bro,
Yeah.
let's do this, do that, just working, getting into like things of that nature. But yeah, over time that kind of taught me to be more mature and handle my own business. So that's when it's like going to go get settled and stuff like that. It was like no longer like, okay, everybody else needs to help me or I need help. It was more so like, you know, kind of like fuck everybody else. I got to do it myself and I got to do it the right way. So let me figure it out.
Yeah.
And let me actually do it instead of just talking about it, because
You talked about it for a while?
yeah, I talked about it for a while, and then I was like, you know what, let me just do it. Let me just, you know, jump off the plane, just see where I land.
Yeah.
Honestly. But it's been going good, really. A lot of people, like, there's a lot of folks I left on the road, or, you know, things happen, we fell out. But at the same time, it's just always been a bigger, like, purpose to it. Because I'm not gonna lie, like, niggas did me in, but I'm not gonna lie, I didn't got my good karma from it. So it's just like, I kind of appreciate it. Like, okay, thank you, God. Like, okay, if this person doesn't need to be in my life, so be it. Because honestly, every time I just always get the best of the best right after. Back in October of 2021, I got into like an accident. So like, I still got my scar right here. But I got hit. This is crazy as fuck. But I got hit by a goddamn semi truck.
No way.
Yeah, split the car in half, some more shit. Niggas woke up in the hospital. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, looking at everybody. I'm looking at my dad, looking at my mom. Like, I know y'all, but I don't know who y'all is, this and that. And I remember, like, my mom was, like, basically, like, hey, like, take it easy, this and that. But mind you, like, you're kind of high off the medications and shit from the hospital. So I'm like, what the fuck y'all talking about? And I remember I said, I need to go use the bathroom. So, like, I got up, went to go use the bathroom. My mom was like, you cannot walk. And I was like,
oh my God.
Yeah, I was like, I can't walk. Like, what are you talking about? I can't walk. Like, confused because I don't know what the fuck going on. And I see this metal bar in my hip, and she was like, you broke your pelvic bone. And she gave me a mirror, and I saw, like, my head. And she was like, you got hit by a truck. And I was like, whoa, like, I don't remember.
It was a lot.
Yeah, because I guess I was in ICU or whatever, and, you know, blacked out and don't remember. Luckily, I don't remember my accident, because a lot of people ask me, like, you remember what happened? I'm like, the only thing I remember from that day is leaving a gas station, and then I just woke up.
Wow.
So, yeah, and then went through that trial. Honestly, I feel like that was a test, because that whole situation right there changed my entire...
I was just about to ask that, like, sheesh.
That changed my entire fucking life, and, like, even though it hurt at the time, it's like I got good lessons out of it. Man, I was in a hospital for 3 months and therapy for 2 days, and it taught me a lot of shit. Because I remember my aunt used to come to the hospital, and she would tell me, like, hey, you know, you got a second chance, so, like, what do you want to do with your life? You need to figure out, like, when you get out the hospital, what the next steps are. The people that did come to the hospital, I know, like, I can really, like, fuck with them or whatever. And then also the people that, like, left or whatever. Man, I had a whole girlfriend leave me in the fucking hospital and was like, oh, I can't fuck with you no more. Like, you got into an accident, this
no
and that.
way.
Yes, fuck that bitch. But anyway, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sad I have to be blunt about it. Fuck you if you ever watch this.
Oh my God.
But, yeah, bro. And then literally...
Hold on. Because this happened in your whole life. Everything after was, like, different.
Yes.
Like, everything was like, even your girlfriend was like, yo, this different. Like,
yes.
you know?
Oh my God. It opened my eyes to, like, reality. Because being young, I will say...
So how old were you when that happened?
I was 19.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like, being young, I will say that a lot of us are, like, so focused on the, like, now, that we never, ever see the future, like, what next steps there is to take to get there. So I was so focused on it now, where I feel like that was, like, a sit your ass down, like, figure out what you're going to do. So, like, being 3 months cooped up in a hospital and relearning how to walk, it taught me to first off, appreciate life. Like, thank God I got a second chance, and then also reflect on like what the fuck happened. So like, even though like I lost people in the hospital, for example, like that girlfriend just taught me like, okay, you weren't meant to be in my life. This happened for a reason. And then from there, I kind of like flourished, and my eyes just got big. And I will say, it's like, it sounds cliche, but when like near-death experiences happen, it does change you, and it's like, it's a fact. It does change you.
Were you like spiritual before? Cause I heard you talk about God, so.
Yeah. Like I said, my family Muslim, so God, Allah is like who we pray to. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't done my shahada, so I have not fully like, you know, into it. But also, I'm not gonna lie and sit here and say I don't believe in what they teach and things of that matter. I know a lot of people are like, well, that's kind of like a contradiction. Like, you know, you're gay, and how the fuck, you know, you Muslim and this and that.
Well, you know, that's not, you know.
Yeah, but I would like to explain.
Please do, yeah. Talk your shit.
That basically, there's free will, and everybody has a path in life. So and everybody's different too. So if I have a path of being gay in my lifetime and probably learning from it or whatever, that is my path.
Yes, absolutely.
Living a lie is just as big as a sin as it is to be open about things, you know? So a lot of people get that mixed up, like, well, why would I sit there and pretend? I'm lying to myself. Allah knows I'm lying. Probably the people know me. I'm living in a facade that's not true. So
that's so real.
You know, I'm gonna live out my truth and be who I am, but that doesn't change the fact that I don't agree with some of the stuff they teach, or, you know, I don't always agree with like the, you know, community says. You know, I have my own opinion and I have my own life.
Yeah.
My own path. So I wanted to make that clear too.
So, did you always feel that way, or was that kind of hard to like get over?
It was kind of hard to get over, I'm not gonna lie, because growing up in a religious family, you don't know what the fuck you're gonna get. So it's just like, it's the truth, you know. A lot of people that's like highly religious are set. I'm like, no, it's supposed to be this way. No. When a lot of people don't realize too is that you have freedom of will in the life experience. So whatever you go through in life is always a learning lesson. So you're really allowed, like, you can give good advice and, you know, put your input or opinion, but you have to allow people to live, you know, and let them figure it out. And then it's funny too, because like in the Quran too, it also states that another big sin is being overly obsessed with religion. So going out there and being like, oh, Jesus is, whatever this, Jehovah this,
it's not supposed to be.
You're not living life, so that's a sin. It has to be a balance.
Yeah.
So a lot of people ignore that when I'm just like, no, go back and read this. Like, we're supposed to live life.
Yeah.
So, and that's the whole purpose of life, is living, experiencing things, trial, tribulations, victories, whatever, losing people, passing away, and then looking back at life like, okay, this is what I learned, this is what, you know, so
yeah, so you felt like after that accident that you just not only did everything change, but I guess what was like a few of the lessons that you learned? I know like you can't trust that many people, maybe, like I don't know what it was.
Most definitely.
And you probably matured.
Yeah.
After you got out the hospital.
Most definitely trust and maturity, and then also the fact of like reflection is important, because, you know, in the hospital, even though people come up there and visit you and stuff, at the same time, not everybody can do that. You got to be by yourself at some point. So it just taught me to like actually think about things and take things in and like grieve correctly. And the main thing about it that I like learned is appreciation. I got a second chance, because honestly I could have gotten murked off just like that, and I got a second chance. So it's like really asking the question of why did I get a second chance, and why am I still here, why didn't I die, you know? So it must be a purpose. So that was really my main thing, is like appreciation, and now like I know I got a purpose.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's such a beautiful thing from such a scary thing.
Semi-charged. One thing I would like to ask is like, did you feel like,
because you know when it comes to being creative, there's always like fear and just being scared, you know, to do stuff, putting yourself out there. I don't know if this thing changed. Maybe it wasn't this, but like, how do you deal with that? Like, if you even do, you might be real confident right now, but
honestly, no, I was nervous to do this, but at the same time, it's like not necessarily proving something, but knowing you have it and knowing that it must be done. You feel me? So like, even if I'm shy or whatever, am I gonna miss out on an opportunity because I was scared? Nah, I gotta push myself out there and I just gotta do it. I remember when I first started like photography and stuff, my little brother, you know how little brothers are, you post too much. And I was like,
you do too much.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta do it. People gotta see it. People gotta see the work. I gotta promote myself. So this is what I have to do. I can't really sit here and dwell on like opinions and stuff when honestly you're not doing the same thing I'm doing. You don't have the same view of what I'm trying to do. You don't understand what is trying to get done. So that, I used to get that a lot. Or I used to be like, kind of like, are they gonna fuck with this? But at the same time, I fuck with it. So it's like, if I fuck with it and I got the confidence in it, they gonna fuck with it. Yeah. And that's pretty much what it was. Like, I started taking pictures and next thing you know, everybody's taking pictures. So I'm like, I'll take that.
Do you always like tease people like, y'all always copy me?
I notice it. I'm not gonna lie, I do be noticing it, but at the same time, I'd rather just be humble about it. Cause it
just know that's love.
Yeah,
they love you for that.
Like, they fuck with me.
Yeah.
Like, they just like look up, or not necessarily look up, but they like what I'm doing, so they're gonna do it too. So, and I do that too. You know, if I like what somebody's doing, I'm like, let me try that too. So it's just basically just positive energy. Out there.
So, like, you know, I'm happy you did come on here, and like you said, you might not have anything to prove necessarily, but what would you like to just tell everyone? Like, who, it could be you, it could be like a message to the world, whatever.
I like to tell the world that we're up next. Like, really, I'm not gonna lie, we're up next. The shit we're working with, I just feel like, and I always have the gut feeling like I'm here today.
Yep.
You know, I pictured this back in the day, like, if I can get in the, podcast, I'm here, so I'm appreciating it. Like, if I...
Oh, that's really sweet of you.
Yeah, if I imagined it back in the day and dreamed it, and I'm here now doing it, you can't tell me there's not shit I can do. You know? So I just want to say, like, we're up next. Like, billboards and stuff, our plan is to be up there, and, like, we're going to make it. I always had that gut feeling, but it's always back to dedication and consistency. And just doing it. Can't be scared, gotta do it. People always gonna talk, but you just gotta do it. So and it's doing things with love too. You know, a lot of people that feel like, you know, they have to be a certain way. You really don't. It's just always, you gotta stay true to yourself and just keep doing it.
100%.
Yeah.
All right. That was amazing. I thought that was one of my favorite interviews I think I've done. Here at the Complete the Look Studios, thank you to Dustin and Denise again for like putting up the studio for me. Thank you to Tae.
No, thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Like, I have to say this too. I even forgot to say like my stuff. Like, I really wanted you on here because I always thought you were like super interesting. You know, like you came in once and I was like looking at your Instagram and I was like, okay, like this is kind of crazy shit. Like I loved the editing and like you don't just take pictures, like you edit a lot. With the pictures you create an environment. I
do it myself. I'm not gonna lie, like I kind of like to be hands-on everything.
Definitely.
And I taught myself how to edit. I directed things, input, and then also, you know, go off of other people too. It's not just me, it's a whole team.
100%, you know, but I just, you know, when people say they take pictures, you don't know, but like, I really appreciate photographers who like really make their photos into art. You know, and you guys create a scene, you guys create a vibe, and I saw the other one with the orange. You know what I'm talking about? I was like, like y'all always do crazy shit.
That was last minute.
Wow.
Last minute shit. So everybody I met during First Friday, I just told them like, hey, come model, we need models, this and that, and they showed up. So I appreciate everybody that did that. And it was just last minute, like, fuck it, you put this on, I'm gonna put on this bucket hat, you're gonna do this, and we're gonna pick the orange, and we're gonna just create a scene.
And y'all did.
That's how it got done.
And y'all ate, bro. I'm about to put that on this too, because that shit was crazy.
Thank you. And then I with the video part, I just decided to document everything because Jay and Jose, the creators of like fucking and the clothing line, the skating brand.
Yeah.
They were like, they're youngins, so they're just now getting started up. So I'm like, let me record everything and show motherfuckers like y'all not to be played with. Y'all out here really working, and then like we put it all together, and it just came out fire. So I appreciate everybody that was like involved with that. Really.
Hell yeah.
So yeah.
Well, Tae, I'm so excited to see like your future projects.
Thank you.
And anytime you're in Vegas, hit us up.
Almost definitely.
We should always have something. We should always hang out, bro.
Nah, I did this one.
Oh,
But this was inspired by you, Sarah. He's one of our interns, technically. I do the same shit though. Like I have my friends that are interested in clothes but don't have any idea like what to do. I just tell them to pull up and try shit, and they make shit.
My God, it feel better now. It feel better now. It feel better now. I've been jiggy since a kid. Check my background, bitch.